it comes to culture in America for black people, the culture that we have is not necessarily even our culture. No. That's what I think.
That's girl math. See what I'm saying? Sure. You are very handsome. You are not attractive at all.
Like, if you my ride or die, then you're riding with me, right?
No.
Yeah, that's loyalty.
No.
Don't y'all man.
Hey, I'm not gonna ride with you because
not until I die.
Say everything in moderation, but don't do it in moderation. The lies of a gluttonous generation. 10-year-old girls walking around with their cheeks out. I'm uncomfortable. These designers turning our girls out. Wrongs become right and rights become weird. Satan is shit. How in the hell did we get here? Bush birthed Obama gave us Trump. I ain't afraid of him. All I'm saying, something's coming. It's a plan.
All right. So, if you don't remember, I'm JB. I'm the host of this show. And if you don't remember, the purpose of the show is for us essentially to find the truth, whether that be in social aspect or into dynamics of relationships, whatever it is. But let me go and introduce her. Well, I'm gonna allow everybody to introduce themselves. So, if you don't remember, she's been here before. But this is Clarissa. Clarissa, can you please tell us a little about yourself?
Sure. So, hey, I'm Clarissa. I am also known as Pure Beauty Styles. I'm a stylist. I do hair. I have merchandise. I have bundles, lashes, clothes, shoes. I have a variety of men and women apparel. I'm also on social media, Instagram at Pure Beauty Styles and Ready. READY _ Reese REESS 1K.
Alright. Okay. And we're gonna take it to my guy over there.
How you doing? My name's Anthony, also known as Ink Star. It's an Ink Star Jug. I'm a tattoo artist. Find me on IG, Ink Star Jug, INKSTARJUG. Same for Facebook. Email directly. inkstar.bookings@gmail.com.
Yeah, how long have you been doing tattoos for?
Doing tattoos for about 10 years now. Started out as a charcoal pencil art artist, doing portraits. So
I can say I've seen your work, man. Your portraits are dope. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys some of his work so you can get hip and see how filthy he is. All right, we're gonna save Rock for last, but let's go ahead and go to my guy right here.
My name is TJ. I'm just a fellow truth seeker out here. I do a couple different things, making clothes, custom tea blends. You can find me on IG, Legendary Herbs, as well as Walking in the Spirit.
And last but not least, we got my guy Rock. My guy, I've known him since I was like, I don't know, probably like 13 years old or something like that.
6 flats on the camera.
Right, man, he's been a good guy in the hood. Always been with that video camera, doing BET Awards, etc. Video shoots, movies. I'm sorry, I'm telling all about
you. You just tell it, because
man, there's so much to tell.
I don't even like to do that part because sometimes it makes you sound cocky. But my name is Rock. Rock Movies. I've got 3 films on Amazon Prime. I've got a Roku channel. I've got a Fire Stick channel. Got a clothing line, an international clothing line, podcast videos, 2 recording studios. I got 6 recording artists. Been doing this for a while. Like I say, I appreciate the phone call of being a part of this. I'm basically auditioning to be on the team. I appreciate being here. Thanks, bro.
And man, I gotta say, so people are always talking about supporting black, whatever, and why don't we support black? This is a great opportunity for you too. Like his movies, like they're on Amazon. All you gotta do is just watch a movie, and that's showing your support. And they're good movies. I'm telling you, you should definitely keep them out. We're gonna have his information up on the screen. Make sure you pause it, and they get his information, and then log on. You feel me? So today's topic. Today we're gonna talk about communication between men and women. It's something that is near and dear to my heart right now. I've been going through it for like 2 years. Well, it's actually since I opened my first shop. This shop, as a matter of fact, about 10 years ago. So I found it like it's really different when I'm communicating with men than when it is with different. I'm gonna get you guys started first. So my brother over here, we'll start with you. So do you feel like it's what do you feel about communicating with women? Is it different than communicating with women? I mean, with men and women, or what would you say?
Yes, yes. Because most of the females that I tend to communicate with, either it's going to be business relationship or maybe intimate relationship. But with men, there is no, hey, look, this is business, you my homie or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to
You gotta have to finesse
wade
it, kind of.
through the, So yeah, I do believe there's a difference in between how you deal with, you know what I'm saying, opposite sex and complaints.
Okay. What about you, my guy?
Well, I want you to elaborate a little bit more, on what you mean necessarily. Yeah, like help me unravel
Okay.
where you going, because it's different how I communicate with them, but like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Before I start, I want to let you guys know it's a little different. As usually we don't have none of this on the table. I'm normally doing a cut, but I'm enjoying myself right now, so I'm definitely not using these. But this is my security cut. Like serious,
So
I keep these in my hand.
are lit. Okay.
We getting there.
I'm trying to make
We feeling
it
good.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a tough one right
Okay.
here.
But so let me explain. So when I say I've been like I didn't even know how different it was until I actually got my own business. So like I start like with men, I find like I can just pull somebody to the like a man to the side and be like, hey man, for example, hey, can you clean up or talk about whatever issue. And then I've learned over time with a lot of the female styles that I work with, it's like I gotta like it's been so hard. I can say something straightforward and then they'll say something like, it's can't you say it different and stuff like that? And so forth and so on. So I find myself like spending days and nights. I'll be in the shower, like seriously. I'm sitting there in the shower like, man, so if I say this word, it's kind of like chess. So I'm saying if I try to figure out the exact words and stuff like that and how to get into it and maneuver, and like I said, to essentially finesse it. That's my experience. But I really didn't have that experience like that until I became a business owner. It was, but it's like things ain't that serious until it becomes business. But yeah, I spend a lot of time trying to figure out the exact way to present information, use the right words, decorate it up a little bit, put a little bit of spice, it's mwah. And it still don't go right. I promise you this, I've heard this before. So I've talked to some ladies and then I'll be like, so what's wrong with what I said? And they're like, I'll ask them, how should I have said it? And they were like, I don't know, but you should have said it like that. And I discovered that is something like, this is my experience, like I said, once you say something to them, it's like, if it's something that they don't like, then there's actually like really hard to get the right words of how to say it. Because they don't even know the right words. They just know they don't like it. But I've also discovered in time that when they hear it, a lot of them they'll have that initial reaction of don't like it and blah, 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 and why are you talking to me like this even though you don't say nothing wrong, even though it's factual. Like I heard somebody say, like, when it's talking to women, it's like, if I tell you the sky is blue, or if I say the sky is fucking blue, like what difference does it make? The sky is blue. But a woman, she will get really hurt in my experience, but in her feelings just because you use that word or something like that. And a man, hey, the sky's fucking blue. You cool?
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's blue. Like, what's the issue? But that's my experience, and that's what I'm saying. So what's your experience?
I think today in the world we live in, it's definitely you have to be careful with the words that you use with people. Definitely, like even from my experience with what you're saying, it's like how you talk to someone whether your word choice can make or break your friendship or your relationship with the person just based on a misunderstanding, because we don't choose to dig deeper into the communication process with someone. So I agree with you. It is tough communicating, but I would say not always specifically with women only. Like it could be it could be guys out here, or we have a lot of different brackets of pronouns and stuff going on right now. So it could be difficult communicating with people in general all around right now, depending on how you, especially here in Seattle.
I can 100% agree with you. I'll say this, in my opinion, is this world has become way too sensitive.
Oh,
Like it's ridiculous. Like so, yeah. But if you're gonna allow someone, you know, remember sticks and stones can break my bones, but never words will never hurt me. Now everybody's just
words are cutting deep right now.
right, man. You can't say nothing. Like you know the cancel culture. Like you really can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Even if you said it 10 years ago,
Yeah.
it's gonna come back and hunt you.
Yeah.
And it's like people just like I really think that we need to stop being so sensitive, because if you're gonna allow something that's said to stop you from momentum, from living your life, from getting out of bed, from working, from etc. then that's only detrimental.
Right.
Like for us to work so hard to get the right words out, that's detrimental. Because for my example, like if I could just spend my time working on building the business versus figuring out exactly how to say, can you clean up your space, then that would free me up to be, you know, a bit. I'm not bad or nothing like that. I'm good where I'm at, but I can do a little bit better. You know, if I can just focus my attention and time. Rock, your opinion?
Don't you want to let the lady go first? No. Okay.
Hey, you the boss for today.
No. Me, like I say, I don't want to get jumped and winked, but because I've been married 26 years and I have 6 daughters. So I really kind of know how to talk to women, and what I've learned is, me personally, I say it how I straightforward. Now it may sound wrong. I don't mean to be wrong, but I don't want to sugarcoat to be like, you know how some people read a text message and because you don't put a smiley emoji, they think you
right,
yell at them.
LOL makes it okay all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So,
LOL.
right. So when I talk to ladies, and like he said, even some men, you know, I don't frown my eyebrows up because it's not that serious. Because like I say, people take stuff too serious these days.
Right.
You know, and so I don't have to remember the lie or the way I told it to you. I just gotta be straightforward. You get what I'm saying? So if you see me next week and be like, well, you told me to clean up my area, but you didn't tell so and so to clean up theirs. You know, see that's not between us and them. Business conversation is one thing, personal is another. I may tell one of my TV hosts that dress ain't right for the show. That's not me saying your dress is ugly. That's just me saying for the lighting or for the topic of the show or criteria, whatever, it's just not right. Now, she gets upset. One thing I realized, talking to women, that's just a personal thing. She got upset because it was personal.
She took it personal.
Right. But I explained it. This is business. This is what I'm doing. So I don't just leave her knowing nothing. I said it because we're doing this, and this. And so everything come out right. So I mean, my bottom line is, if I explain it and clear it all up, there's no argument. And then if there is, it just tells me to get away. For real, I don't have time for
I'm learning that.
it. Tells me, I've learned. I'm a little older than you, just a little.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I just had a birthday, so, you know, I just learned to get away. I don't do the drama.
I'm learning that. Like I said, I used to really press my time trying to figure out the right way, and I'm learning that it, like, a lot of times someone is who they are.
Yeah.
So to try to talk to them and explain, like you can try it a few times, but after you see a pattern or something, then so be it. It's like it's just not gonna work, and I'm learning to get the Ginsu and cut it off a lot quicker than I ever have before.
It's not being disrespectful to
It's
cut
not.
it off.
For me, it's a survival thing.
Yeah.
It's like because I'll kill myself trying to, like you say, you can't please everybody.
That's what I've been trying
And
to
so,
Can I speak on that?
yes, sir.
With that being said, what you just said, I feel like it's easier when it comes to objectives and goals to deal with a male personality than a female, because when you deal with a female, sometimes a good number of the time, somewhere along the way, there's going to be feelings involved. Women do a lot of things with passion or things. So that's why I think, you know what I'm saying, at times it's easier to deal with a man. Because go objective, all right, this is all you want me to do, all right, cool, there you go. Females, maybe a different story. I know the females, you know, mentality.
What not?
Can I jump in on that?
Yeah,
real quick?
please.
That's funny you say that you say it's easier to deal with a male, because I have the exact opposite. Because when I deal with men on the film sets, production or whatever, they come in like they know everything. Men come in like, you can't tell me to act like this. You can't tell me I want. You get what I'm saying? Not all men, but I'm saying I deal with that more than women.
From the kids know.
Women come in with at least knowledge, wanting to learn. Now you're right. Certain things they may be like, oh no, nah, you can't get me. But I wouldn't ask a woman to do anything I wouldn't ask my wife to do. But men, I have a total problem. If you watch my productions now, Jabari, I got 85% women working with me because men don't want to do the work. You see what I'm saying? That would be my thing. You know, I'm not trying to knock men, so please don't jump me in Safeway. You know,
Hey, this is about getting to the truth.
yeah, I'm just trying to tell my, and that's what I'm here to do is tell my
You're trying to
truth.
figure it out.
Right.
To chime in on that, I feel like ego is what
Exactly.
is playing a huge part with what you're saying right there. It's like a lot of us have egos that are larger than ourselves, and so that creates that not wanting to learn, not wanting to listen because we think we know everything already.
I can do that because I can just see a man be like, I'm a grown man, you ain't gonna tell me to such and such. But why are you saying that? I'm with his experience because I get women all day trying to tell me how to do this and that and so forth and so on and swearing that they know I've been doing this for 10 years here, and then like I was at another shop 3 years. But yeah, just come in just right away off the top. Like they ain't even really had a conversation with me. You need to do this and do this and do this, not knowing that like I had a flyer that I've had standard for 10 years and it works. And then I get to some woman just come in, not asking questions, but saying you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, so I spent years thinking about this, so it's properly. But that's neither here nor there. We have a beautiful young lady, and she ain't even been able to say a word. Please tell me your opinion of the differences.
I know how to communicate. I think it all depends on the person who it is. Everybody has different styles of communication, and when you're communicating, every person is different. Their reaction is going to be different. Their insight is going to be different. Their form of communication is going to be different. I do think that women are emotional beings. So the purpose of the conversation, it can go from what kind of juice do you like into something really emotional like, oh, so you don't like me because I don't drink this type of juice. Like it could just go left just from being, just because it gets too emotional, it gets too deep. But it all depends on who the person is, because some guys know how to like stay focused. Women sometimes are easily distracted, some women are focused. So I think that it just depends on the person.
So who would you prefer to have a business relationship with? If you had to choose, a man or a woman?
I would say both. I would say I wouldn't like to choose.
A man, woman?
No, I would, because what my style of communication is, I'm a woman, so I understand where women are coming from. So I do my part in engaging where they may need a little bit more, focus, or maybe like kind of guide the conversation. With women, I can kind of do that because I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. They might understand it differently than if a man was trying to tell them, well, this is the way that I suggested, or maybe we can analyze it this way. And with a man, I'm willing to like be a partner, and I have a business partner that's a male, and I'm willing to learn and take constructive criticism versus working with a female or a woman, and it comes down to critique and criticism. It could become catty instantly because it's emotional. It's, do you like me? Are you trying to be rude to me? Are you being disrespectful to me? But if I had the same exact conversation with a man, I probably wouldn't even think he could say the same things to me as a woman, and I probably wouldn't feel that he was meaning it in the way that a woman would say it. So I would go for both, and I would just work on my style of communication. And
so you tailor yourself to who you're talking to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering. I'm at a crossroads, like I said. To where should I do that or should I not?
Of course you should, if it's gonna work for you. Because I feel like people should learn that communication is a sender and a receiver, right? And sometimes people just act on emotion, but when you're receiving a message, your job to analyze, listen, use what applies to you, and when it don't apply, let it fly. All that extra, like getting too deep into it, like if you can see somebody getting emotional or agitated off something you said, then you can change the subject. You can change the dynamic of it. Okay, well, I didn't want you to take it this way. This is what I meant. But letting them go so deep into the conversation where it just headed nowhere because it's all emotional. But I learned that when you communicate, you get the message, you analyze what exactly you need from it or what the point was, what the message was, and you respond off of that. Like, analyze.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I respond to that? So even as a female, you still communicate with females differently because you play a different role as in you probably, you know what I'm saying, the person that's more comforting or more, you know what I'm saying, guiding than elsewhere when you play a role with a male, you communicate then, you know what I'm saying, you just understand it like y'all got a certain goal and you can tell them where, you know what I'm saying, what is off or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and there's no feelings involved, no emotions involved, you know, that's a job, that's what you got to do.
That's valid.
All right, cool, so yeah.
So even when you were saying, I noticed something. I believe I noticed something. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what I heard you saying is like when you're with ladies, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. But it seemed like more so you're the leader, and then like you said, and then when you came to mentor, you started to talk about how you receive. Did I get that wrong?
It's not wrong. It's a good observation because it just depends on the person. I've been around women and I've been around people in business, people in social environments, and it's a different topic. It's a different conversation. So I'm leading because I'm confident in my communication. I'm confident in not taking things personal. I'm not gonna detour the conversation and take it somewhere it doesn't need to be. That's my style of communication. Is just open. I'm not gonna make a negative light or some unnecessary BS out of nothing. So I don't have a problem communicating with anybody. And if I feel like I don't understand or I'm capable of asking questions. I'm capable of kind of just like stepping back and letting somebody else, you know, like kind of fill me in or something like that. But with women, it's kind of like you can see where people are confident and when they're not. And if I feel like someone's not confident, I like to bring out the best of myself first and then whoever I'm dealing with immediately after. So if I feel like a person's not confident, I would kind of just like see what, you know, why or how I could help them become more confident when communicating with me, because if it's gonna be like some shallow conversation, I'm just not gonna engage anyway.
So I got a question for you guys. Have you ever been in anybody wants to can start off, but I'm wondering, have any of you guys had a bad relationship because of the communication styles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Okay, let's go with you.
But
Are you able to give examples or are you getting in trouble?
I can give you
We gotta cut the
examples.
mics off?
No, like I say, I don't know what the language tolerance is for your show, but one thing I've learned too, being in business so long, like I said, I cannot bite my tongue. So I'm not gonna sit here and rat the names out, but I have worked with a person who was bipolar. 2 people, bipolar. So one day everything's all good, 10 minutes from that, it's all bad.
Work with a relationship.
Work with. I'm always on work with.
Yeah, you gotta go to personal.
I go personal, but my personal is boring.
So you've been married.
My personal is boring.
See, I'm still in my like dating life.
No,
Okay.
even my personal is my business because that's all I pretty much know, being a hustler all my life. So I even treat the personal as business. But working with a person with bipolar, I had to learn something that was not something that they could easily fix. So it's like getting mad at a guy in a wheelchair because he won't get up and play basketball. You have to learn to play basketball with him in that wheelchair.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's a handicap.
It's a handicap. That's what I'm saying.
I feel it, but I say, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So I was saying, so bipolarism is a handicap. So I can't fire everybody who comes to work with me or for me because they're bipolar. I will feel bad. I learned to work with it. The communication is horrible, but like I said, I've learned, like you said, don't get too deep off into a conversation. Straightforward, here's what we're doing. I'm gonna get the 9 minutes out of you on the 10th minute.
Whatever I can.
Exactly. So, you know, I've learned to work with all kinds of communication barriers. I work with people who are deaf, straight deaf, and I know little of sign language. But here's what we need done. That's it. We're not gonna sit here and try and have a powwow.
You know what? There's two things I want to say, but first I want to point out something that may spark something in me. All y'all know who Kevin Samuels is.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Do y'all remember saying sign language? When you use sign language, you guys remember what those stand for?
I don't. I stopped listening to him because I got emotional.
I
I got in my feelings about a lot of this stuff.
The crazy thing, he was wrong, but he was right.
He never offended me. It was a culture. It was the women. It was women for me. It was the reaction that women. I've seen my sisters out here getting all emotional. Some of them breaking down online. Everybody don't know they need therapy after they hear this man video. I canceled him almost immediately. I would like, when you you see a video and it's on but you don't click it. You get the first 5 seconds. I would watch that, but I would not go into his video because I was seeing people going through it because of what he was saying. And I'm one of those type of people that I'm like a woman. I'm like submissive when it comes down to a relationship with a man in his role. So I'm not gonna go totally against what he was saying. But it was like I don't got a man, so I don't know. You're not trying to hear that right now. So,
but I mean. Go ahead.
It seems as if, he was very, very straightforward. He said a lot of things and showed a lot of things that a lot of men just wanted to say, but they allow it to go by just because, they want a female. So he actually is saying what a lot of men want to say.
He's saying a lot of the reality. I think that his thing was, he also was wrong, but like I said, he was wrong, but he was right. Every situation different. He didn't really allow for the differences. But a lot of times I have to remember that his focus is on what they call high value. So he wasn't just necessarily addressing the average man like myself. I'm trying to be high value, but he wasn't addressing us. So the dude that makes 100,000 or more is a little bit different on what they can do and what they're gonna tolerate, etc., and do what they accept. But back to the sign language thing. So do you guys remember what sign language stood for? He said women use sign language. Do you remember? Nobody know that?
I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who the guy is. I'm not a social media buff like that. So I'm learning as I'm sitting here.
Yeah. So
he's no longer with us, but you can look him up.
Yeah.
He was very opinionated, and he discredited women a lot of the times just to make a point that women are not always right, but he made himself sound like he was always right. So it was really kind of contradicting at the same time. But a woman that wants a high value man would kind of. It's an opinion, so it's not facts. But if a woman wanted a high value man, she might take heed to some of the things he was saying and try it.
She do well too. Honestly, she do good.
Because he wasn't wrong about it. It was just the fact that you have to, like I said, you have to discredit a woman and break her character all the way down instead of using ways to find a better communication to build her up. But it was kind of like that.
He was either black or white.
Yeah.
So it's either you're this or that.
Either you're wrong or you listen to the man.
One thing he would say, and it's definitely 100% not true. But he's if you're 40 years old and a woman, then die and get a cat. Because you're not going to get rid of that shit.
Wow. That's why I wasn't listening.
And that's not true.
He was canceled. I told you I was canceling him.
It's 100% not true. I know for a fact
I'm about to be 40
all.
soon. He will not be coming at me like that.
Right. I know you get that.
Wow.
Right.
But sign language. Oh, thank you. Sign language, he said, and I found this to be true. If you're in a disagreement with a woman, they'll try a few things. It's shame, insult, guilt, and they have a need to be right. There's so many people, I didn't even know, I couldn't even imagine being like that until I actually started doing business with them. But yeah, they'll use the shame tactic. Say, I'm trying to think of a good example that I won't get bashed for.
Come on, we're looking for the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, leave me out of this. I ain't part of this. I'm sitting there worried about
hypothetical.
But this is number one.
Right.
Yeah, this ain't hypothetical. This is just a situation. So they say that men like women between the ages of 18 and 24.
Wow.
That's what, generally speaking, all men are.
Out.
Huh?
Men are missing out.
I
think the thing of there's a give and take anything. If you're there's some gain that you're gonna have for every female that's between 18 and 24, and then there's some losses you're gonna have that between if it's older or whatever or if it's age next. So it's a give and take. It depends on what you want. But so they say that it's factual. Well, it's statistically factual that men prefer, no matter what the age range, all men prefer women from 18 to 24. But I'm sorry, what was that? So
Yeah, sign language?
Yeah.
Shame.
Shame. Oh,
Shame.
the style.
So yeah, so
the
a
sign
woman,
One.
yeah, pick one, not this one, but this one. Anyways, but yeah,
Shame is the one.
so a woman will like they'll hear that fact and then, why you nasty, you dirty, what's wrong with you? And it's like, but then a lot of it is because we've all been brainwashed. Like in America, we've been brainwashed to believe that if you're under 18, then it's wrong. If you were say in the Middle East, then that's not low. You've been brainwashed to think that it's okay to have a 15-year-old. We've all been brainwashed in according to society, but women will shame you if you do something like that. There's like, literally, there's nothing wrong with it. Say, for example, there's a 28 guy that wants to date an 18-year-old. Is there really something wrong with it?
I think it's standards and boundaries. I don't think that goes for everybody. You can't just say women. I know there's some men that's going to disagree with certain age differences in relationships. There's men that's like, I'm 35 and I won't date anyone that's under 30. They're too young, and it's like,
That's cool.
Come on, I know, but you see what I'm saying? A woman's just not gonna shame you. It might be your motives, it might be your intentions behind it. Is your intentions to be controlling? I'm not just gonna look at it and just be like, oh, you a bad person.
I got a better one that's appropriate, but I wanted to address that real quick. So, but in fact, in America, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's culture. Our culture is to be shamed. You're supposed to be a certain standard. I think the value and the quality and the standard of life in America is one thing. We're all supposed to live by the same standard. In culture, everybody lives in it's a culture thing with different cultures, you know? They survive a different type of way. They all survive a certain way together. We're all having our different standards, our different boundaries in life and different goals and mindsets in life. But in other cultures, they stick together. They all live in the same way. They all eat the same food. They all do that. That's why in America you get Chinese, Japanese, Jamaican,
we
everything.
mixed up.
Yeah.
But
To add to that, I feel like when it comes to culture in America for Black people, the culture that we have is not necessarily even our culture.
No.
That's what I think.
It's
America is its own culture. You know that it's been forced on us, and it's not my culture. You know what you see. For us, I think Black people, a lot of us think like rap music and this, that, and the third, everything that comes with that is our culture. That's not us. That's what they've given us to think that that's us, you know? Well, we out here killing each other, this, that, and the third. That's not all us.
I think Asha said it best when she said Northwest seasoning. When I think about
Northwest seasoning.
Northwest seasoning, you know,
Yeah,
Asha. You guys don't know Asha? She was like a social media personality. Shout out to Asha. She had this
Shout out to
Asha. She had this social media like segment she would do. She would go live, and she went through her things in life. But she was a pillar in the community. She went through all different walks of life. But her thing was bringing youth and bringing like unity and just bringing positive vibes to the Northwest, right? But the thing is, it was like she named it Northwest Seasoning because our culture is Northwest. It's like you can be from Japan, you could be from Texas, you could be Southern. But when you come here, you adapt to a Northwest way of life. You know, and it's kind of like the West Coast, but it's more privileged than West Coast. People think that because we're from the North, we are more privileged and we have better standards. We got a different quality of life than most people. So we do.
I agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say,
I agree.
Yeah, no,
that's true.
No, it's true. And so that's where those values and when women judge. So a woman here is not gonna handle a man, communicate with a man, and they're gonna have a different type of respect for a man versus a woman in the South or a woman in the East. Women in the East are way more combative. They're more aggressive. I've seen it for myself. You see Scarface? Scarlett. She was like, what the fuck I look like telling a nigga good morning? Like, you know, somebody else, I'm gonna text him good morning, how was your day, your night, your morning, whatever. She gonna be like, fuck that. You know, it's just culture.
They're following the culture.
What?
My experience, so this is my experience and everybody's experience in Seattle.
Hypothetical.
You walk by a woman, we ain't gonna talk about their scale on the 1 to 10,
Right.
but we'll just say they're the lower scale, the lower side. But you say hi to a woman in Seattle, and they just walk around like you dirt.
Yeah.
But I went to DC, well, any place I went on the East Coast. Like, the women like, hey, how you doing? Hey, boo, how you doing? And they're so nice. So I don't get that. Same thing.
It could be.
I think she was putting it in a different context.
Oh, go ahead. I misunderstood.
You misunderstood.
Yeah, that was a whole
Because,
different context.
okay, when you go out somewhere else, there's an energy about you, you know what I'm saying? And those people don't know you. So you bring something that they're not seeing. And which makes you, I want to say, not inconspicuous, but more so like you know, curious. Curiosity kills.
So you feel it's a curiosity about me?
Yeah, when you go other places.
You think so?
With you being here.
Alright. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from the South. I think down there it's we used to seeing people that look like us. So we do have a tendency to speak. Southern, it's called Southern hospitality.
Right, for a reason.
You're like, hey, you see somebody walk down the street. They just talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You might go in the gas station. Somebody keep you there for 30 minutes or whatever. Just trying to figure out. I ain't seen you around. Just talking to you. But out here, Seattle, they have that, what is it called, Seattle Freeze thing. You might speak to 10, 20 people on the street before you get a good morning or hello or something like that. So I understand where you're coming from. Definitely.
Right. So I don't know if that's actually, how was it I can't even remember how it was in California. I think they was cool in California too. But yeah, see, I think it's
I
the
was getting
Northwest
mixed
thing.
vibes in Cali. I was getting vibes from the girls like, who is she? Who she thinks she is? I did not. I was not welcome well in Cali by the girls. But it also depends on the neighborhood because when I go to Ontario, people are just like, hey, what are you doing out here? I'm just vibing. I'm going to eat. But when I'm in Watts, they looking like, why is she outside in our neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? But it also, I feel like me, I'm the type of person where I'm both. If a guy approaches me the wrong way, I'm literally may act like I've seen a ghost. I do not see you, I do not hear you, because it's your approach. If you're all up in my face, I literally have had to tell a man like, you didn't even ask me hello, you didn't even stop me, you don't even know if I want to talk to you, you don't know if I had a good day, you don't know, you didn't even say hello first, it was A. And it was A or boo. And number one, why would you call me boo?
I'm gonna say boo on what you're saying.
Why?
Boo.
Why?
It's not true.
Why?
But there's another person that'd be like, hey,
I feel we can settle it like this. We have a lady sitting here. You hang around a few women, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tell us in your truest form, why is it do women do like he said? If I just walk and say, oh, how you doing today?
Right.
That's what I was getting
Just
at.
give me the true answer
okay,
why
so
some
the truth
women do
is,
that.
it's all about approach. It's about approach. And I'm one to put the shoe on the other foot. If I walk up to two guys and I have two different approaches. Oh, hey, handsome, how are you doing today? First of all, this man might be like, you're a thought. You're just doing too much. You could have just said hello. What is your intentions behind calling me out? Are you trying to be too slick? Are you trying to have finesse? Or if I would have been like, oh, thanks for holding the door, have a good day.
Right.
Then he might have sparked some interest, like, oh, you cool, oh, you have a good day too. But versus me saying, oh, some slick shit, he might be like, okay, go on by. But then, you know what I'm saying? It's about approach because there's been guys that have just ran up like hella aggressive, like, yeah, come here, like, what are you doing? Come here, let me talk to you and all that. And I'm like, hold on, first of all, you need to give me my space. You need to ask me if I want to talk to you. You don't know my name. I don't know who you are. You're a complete stranger. You're violating me by just being so aggressive.
Looks like she had a
See what I do?
Yeah,
exactly.
No, you didn't.
No,
It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
but then there's been polite gentlemen just simply opening the door or just saying, have a good day today, or even if it's a compliment or anything like that, I'm like, oh, thanks, you have a good day too. That was nice. You're such a gentleman, and going about my business.
Well, just a simple, I'll just throw me in the story. If I saw you in Winkles or someplace, and we walking down the peanut butter aisle, and I said, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
How could that be a wrong
My response
approach?
would be, I'm good. How are you?
See, some women ain't like that.
She's
But
that's
no, I'm not saying
That's my true natural
But
response.
I
When
like
a
it when
person is
he's
respectful and
saying
polite
too.
to me, I always say, or if even a woman will want to be like, oh, you're so pretty, I'll be like, so are you, beautiful? Or if a man just says something polite to me, like, hey, how are you doing? You having a good day? I'm like, yeah, how's your day?
Right.
And then I just go on about my business.
I will say,
Right,
I
no,
think
some women.
Go ahead, bro.
I think that some women, are too in their head about, they think they're better than other people and things like that. And some are just not down
They're
to
made
earth.
to think that these
Some are not down to earth, and that's why they, But on the flip side of that, if you and your girl, right? Would you want your girl out at, Safeway, responding to every dude that said, hey, how are you, beautiful?
That was a very curious question.
It's
So,
like,
nothing wrong with saying hello, but once you
My wife
listen,
does all the time.
it's time to shut it down.
it's like,
Go ahead.
Damn.
Exactly. So
There is a little something wrong with saying hello because from my experiences with the females,
They think it's
I heard-
open doors. But,
No, well, yeah, they do and they don't. But if she likes you, if she wants to, communicate with you, she finds something interesting about you, then the hello is cool.
Yeah.
Hello is perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
that's
She
valid.
will respond in a way that, she feels is suitable. But other than that, if she don't like you, then there will be no, that's weird.
That's what I was about to say. Exactly. So like, I was about to tackle that. Their reception on it, like, it can be, if it's a fine dude that you're like, hey girl, we got a big old booty. You so crazy. But if it's ugly dude, you nasty.
No, she don't have to like you. It's just something she find interesting or something. You know what I'm saying?
If it was a guy that I actually liked and he gave me a compliment like I had a fat ass, I would still think it was cute, but I would still tell him how I felt about it. After I got his attention, exactly, I would tell him like you should know better than to come at a lady like that. But I'm still gonna give him my number. Right?
What if you 100% didn't know?
Oh, okay. So let me tell you, there been an situation in front of the liquor store. I was going there to get a bottle. This old ran down dusty ass man came chasing me.
In front of the liquor store, ran down dusty man. So you already.
So you know what? He wasn't letting up on me though. He was like, I was like, I'm not single. He was like, girl, I don't care about none of that. Yeah. I said, no, my boyfriend, he's right there and he do not play that. Yeah. So that's what I do. If I don't like a guy, I have something and it works every time like a charm. If I don't like a guy, his approach, or if I just don't want to talk to him, I'll be like, my boyfriend's right there, he be tripping. That's all I say.
And then they shut it down?
And they leave me alone. They're like, all right.
Most of them, you're going to get the wrong one.
Yeah, no, because he was the one that was like, girl, I don't care about that. He said, I'm from Oakland.
He ain't from Gary. I'm from Gary,
Hey, I'm sorry to get off topic, but I feel like cats don't know about us Seattle dudes, man. They be thinking that we soft. They don't know.
Yeah,
like, they think like the dude from California. Like, I'm from California. I don't care.
That's what he said. He said, I'm from
Oakland.
Oakland.
You don't know about us.
Listen
like my brother, shouts out to my big brother, Young Fast AD. But he's like, Seattle, our game is international. Mm-hmm. So it's like we can.
The reason I think they know is, like I said, I'm from the old school. Mm-hmm. There's a reason we don't have a lot of concerts up here. Because remember back in the day, we used to whoop the artist's ass.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah, we've whooped them all
bad.
from LL to Bismarcky.
You guys just heard like LL, that's a good person.
We done tore up the Paramount Theater when New Jack City came out. We tore up the theater.
Man.
We tore up the Paramount, the Moore Theater, the Memorial Stadium, Seattle Center.
Colors, I remember going down with Colors.
Oh,
yeah, so they know about some Seattle cats up there. You know, that's why they'll tell Nelly and all the guys when y'all go Summer Jam, be cool.
You know what's crazy? I heard that until
I was there.
Until the Seahawks won, people were using that we're a bunch of farm towns.
Exactly.
I've heard a lot of different insight on what people think Northwest is about when you go, like when you go somewhere and they be like, oh, you from Seattle? Oh, y'all whitewash or y'all sedity or y'all like this and that. But then if you come here and you were to stay here and you seen the inner city life versus everybody thinks that we live in a little house on the prairie and we're not metro. We live in the metropolitan. We live in the city. We have a bunch of people living a bunch of different lifestyles. I don't know why they think because we're over here.
You know why? Because I feel like it's a large part of it because we really don't have a ghetto. You know
and they think we're just super privileged because we make a lot of money and because we don't have ghettos and we don't have all that. But it's just like that's more of a reason why it's just that you wouldn't understand why when you get here it's a lot of shit turned up.
And I'll say it like this, like I say, me being straight up from the streets and all that, respect out to all the gangs out there. If you ever notice, the Crips and Bloods came here, but they did not take over. If you notice,
they had short runs.
They went to their own area. Like they just
but with them crews out here, Deuce Eights and all them Seattle cats, they really after a while they said, okay, we're not putting up with that. That's why the Crips never took over, the Bloods never. Yeah, they were here. They brought the money here for certain, but that's why they did not take over like they took over Memphis and other towns like that, where they just straight took over.
That's a good point.
I'm in the streets. So
I heard it was positive when they first came. It was more like a community unity.
They was on money. They was on money.
No.
Yeah, it was.
There were people from Black Panthers. There were people.
But they still brought the dope. They still like the biggest ones I knew. Yeah, they was but they weren't just.
Are you gonna teach me about those languages too? Because I don't know, and I need to know if I need to use some of those sign languages.
Oh no, you don't want to use them.
No, those are not good.
Saving, so guilt, the need to be right. No, those aren't.
Oh, I don't use those. Okay, so that's why I don't know.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
Okay, good. I just want to know what they were so I can see, but I don't.
You want to do the opposite. You want to encourage.
Yeah.
Enlighten.
Well, I'm already like that.
Uplift.
And have an understand that you might not always be right. So I'd say that was. What he called it, FBI and CIA. I can't remember those initials for it, but it was beautiful. Feminine, FBI was feminine, beautiful, intelligent. CIA was nobody knows. Sir, I don't know.
Supposedly, it was something along the lines of confident,
It was good
intelligent,
stuff.
affirmative.
I think it is something like that. Yeah. But you don't know nothing about Kevin Samuels. It's something like, who is Kevin Samuels? though?
I don't. Because don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
The one that matters to me is, and I think all men at this table, and even
They
maybe
took him
you,
out for a reason.
well,
I don't want to be put in that category. Like, I'm not one of those emotional people. I am one of those.
I'm saying you're feminine, beautiful, and intelligent.
Okay, good.
I'm thinking that we all share that. Like, I'm actually wondering, what do you want out of a female? And then we're gonna ask you what do you have to offer. But what do you want out of a female? What are, like, give me the top 3 things that you want. 3, 4 things. You better watch yourself.
Yeah,
You married.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
You better watch yourself.
My wife has 17 pair of shoes because she can't get everything out of one pair. We'll go back.
He said he wanted to go first.
I'm thinking.
I know, if you need more time, first thing is loyalty. You know, love is important, but loyalty is like more important. Intellectual stimulation, you know, being able to communicate effectively. I have to think about the third one, but you know, looks and all that other stuff, they matter too. But you know,
down the line.
Those two, loyalty and just being able to communicate with you effectively, intellectually, that's important right now. Spirituality.
And
you know.
someone go ahead and tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm like this. Like, looks aren't that important because everybody ends up ugly.
That's not true. I got a great. I don't know. I just don't want to call people ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
not going with my words.
But it's not even about calling people ugly. I know some 53-year-old men that are interested in me that look better than 35-year-old men. That's interesting.
That's true. I don't doubt it.
I know some men that's about to be 58 that look and carry themselves and take care of themselves better than the nigga that's being the hood rat that want to, you know, do that.
We got benefits. It's pros and cons.
But I can't tell you that I'm a person that I'm not attracted to, like literally that is unattractive to me. I can date them and I might be in a relationship with them. Would I be happy with their appearance and just be satisfied? No, I'm gonna block it out because they probably got better qualities. I don't like. I'm not saying I'm just all about looks, but it's like you gonna turn me off. You gonna make me not want to look at you sometimes. But you might be.
Can you put the hat on again, baby? You so cute.
I dated unattractive guys before, but they brought a lot to the table.
It depends on if you're being superficial or if you want something that's real.
I think this.
True. That's why I said dating. I didn't say like marriage.
I think that's it. I think that all of it goes on a score thing. Like, say you're not that attractive, then you have to have like your attractiveness is at a 3. Then you need to be at a, say, an 8.
You just need money.
In funny or money. Like, it all levels up. Like, if you're lacking in this, then you better come up in this. But like, looks definitely are.
You could be ugly with no sense of humor, bad teeth and everything, but if for the right price, you can make somebody really happy.
So you can't be all that and only have $50,000. But
why?
But if you have then the eyes start to open a little bit more.
I see a future with you. Yeah, we can be together about 10 good years with that.
Jason. I mean, people. I'm just saying because people say he's not the most attractive. He's your favorite artist.
Who is?
Jason.
Oh, Jay-Z, he's very handsome to me, and he's not attractive at all.
Right.
That's girl math. See what I'm saying? You are very. You are very handsome. You are not attractive at all, but you're handsome because I'm attracted to you as a being.
But yeah, all that he brings, like he's a businessman. He's
everything.
Status,
and if he got uglier, I would still want to marry him every day.
I'm like, I would love to marry. I would be so happy to be with Oprah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
She looked like
Whoopi, I'll rock with.
What was her name in Color Purple? Sophia.
Yeah.
If Oprah looked like Sophia, you would still want to be with her.
He said Color Purple.
I mean, if she had Oprah money,
all my life.
You tell her. Okay, wait.
You told Hopple to beat me.
I'm gonna take your Hopple. He ain't gonna beat you no more. I got him, babies. Okay. So. The things that you're looking for.
All right, cool. Well, I'm in the jacket, like I was gonna say before, but loyalty was already number 1 for me. Loyalty, so I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty. I would say peace of mind.
Good question.
Peace of mind, because I mean, with peace of mind, I mean, there's a lot of things we can, you know. We can
You're just saying, be his peace.
I don't want to lose my sanity. You know what I'm saying? The things you got going on that me still trying to implement, and it's just not working. So, for peace of mind and the assurance that I make the right decision. So, if I can get those three, I'm good.
Okay. So we're gonna go last with you because we want to know what you offer. Hopefully, that's all. I want you to listen to these men.
There is no wrong answer. It's not. Because what if I just heard two different men, and what if everything they said wasn't something I like?
The wrong answer, if I'm asking what you bring to the table, the wrong answer is I am the table. Yeah,
The table?
I am the table. No, I am.
That's corny and it's shallow. I could elaborate.
So
but-
make sure,
okay.
yeah. So Rob, what is your?
Well, I know mine because, like I said, I've been around for a long time. Mine's is confidence, intelligence, and eagerness. That's what I like. And don't get me wrong on y'all's loyalty.
Yeah.
If she ain't loyal, I don't care. Move on. Go. I've never fought for a girl. I never will fight for a girl. I'd never be in the club. Damn, I gotta fight every night. Move on. So if she's confident, if she's intelligent, and she's eager to grow,
Right.
man, you got me. You can expect me to make me write bad checks.
A lot of people say they're looking for love, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
I said loyalty because it's like loyalty versus love, you know. A lot of people want love. They're like, I'm looking for the love of my life. I'm looking for loyalty. Someone, you know, who is loyal, you know, that's a big thing.
But she ain't out there, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm 55 years old.
There's some loyal people out
You
there.
said that there's nobody loyal?
No.
Oh my God, you live on the moon.
No.
You can find
Let's define loyalty.
Okay, that's what it comes down to.
Let's define
the
loyal.
definition of loyalty might be different.
It's different to everyone. I think
Right,
that.
okay.
But I just feel like loyalty to you, for you to be married and say that ain't nobody loyal.
That's
you don't-
relationship.
No. Because for you to say that I want to be with you and I want to be with you and make a vow for me to be your life partner.
Relationship.
To be your life partner, this is what I'm thinking. I want you to be my life partner.
Right.
I want you to be my life partner.
Right.
I want to build a foundation with you. I want to have a family with you. I want to make you my everything. I want to be everything to you. And you say that ain't nobody loyal, wouldn't it?
But when I was running the streets,
She was loyal enough to be your wife.
listen, no, let me finish. When I was running the
You having
streets,
flashbacks again?
yeah, okay. You see, I'm moving over a little more. When I was running the streets, and this is not, like I say, not to knock my wife. Me and my wife speak honest and openly every day. If I was to take my ass in the streets with my pistol and go banging with my homies, my wife would tell me, carry your ass on. Whatever happens to you, happens to you.
Was that not loyal?
That's not loyal.
I feel like that.
Because if she was loyal,
I don't think that has anything to do with loyalty. I think that's called boundaries. I feel like if I let somebody run in and out my house and disrespect my household and disrespect themselves and create this type of lifestyle that's disrespectful to our children and everything else,
Right.
why would I do that? That has nothing to do with loyalty. It's respect and it's boundaries. Because if you love yourself and you love me, why would I allow you to create some type of negative
it's
influence
cheating,
in our
and
relationship?
it's funny. Me and my wife have this conversation. Is cheating a loyalty or a boundary?
Well, listen to
Cheating
this.
is definitely loyalty because you don't know
It's
when
not
to
a
bring
boundary?
you don't know how to stay your ass in one place and only be with one person.
I'm wondering.
Wait, is loyalty not a boundary?
Check this out.
I mean, is cheating not a boundary?
No. A boundary would be is if we have an open relationship. If we're in an open relationship,
you're not
then you
loyal
can go
if you're
out.
in an open relationship.
No, but you can be because if we're in an open relationship and I say you're able to date other people, then that's not cheating because we have boundaries. Boundaries are I said it's okay for you to step out. It's okay for you to see other people in an open relationship. That's not being loyal. That's not because you don't go and get in another relationship with somebody else and then cut me out the picture. We have an understanding. There is an open relationship, meaning I see people, we have understanding. I don't lie to you about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you about it. I'm not going behind your back doing conniving things, misleading you or nobody else.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say I feel you on that, but at the same time, like so, there's a obviously it's a gray area when it's loyalty or it's boundaries. Because if you're truly loyal, like how
Loyalty starts with you first. It starts with you first.
If you how is it loyalty if it's so conditional?
Okay,
Right.
check this out.
Like if you my ride or die, then you're riding with me, right?
No.
Yeah, that's loyalty.
No.
Don't y'all make
Hey, I'm not gonna ride with you because
Not until I die.
I take
Not until
loyalty.
I die. I'm just
I take
riding.
loyalty as if I say I'm going to walk out front of Seven Rainier. You're going to grab me instead of saying it's gonna hurt.
That's the same thing that she said when she said don't go out there pistol banging with your friends.
If you go
and try
out
to
there
make
with
you
the
come back
pistol
home.
banging and she's still there when you get back.
That's loyalty. Because she could have just walked away and said, I don't want to deal with this no more. She's telling you, you said jump in the front of the bus with me, or no, grab me from in front of the bus, right? Grab me from in front of the bus.
I feel like a loyal person will stop me from going in.
That's what she was trying to do from stopping
No,
you? Oh,
no,
she
I
said
think
just
she
go
was-
ahead and do it?
That's love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I
That's
just
love.
said. She said if you go out there, whatever happens
And
to
you
you,
did it, but you
happens
ended
to
up back
No,
together.
no, I didn't go out there.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, you
no, I
listened
didn't
to
go
her?
out there.
That's a good man. That's a good
I'm around women. I got jumped. I'm not getting jumped.
All right. So I thought the whole time you went out there with this
No, I'm making a point. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
I want to just make a question.
Oh, well, no, we let me. What do I bring to the table? Right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we're gonna let that go,
Okay.
and then I have one last thing.
I wanted to say something to
The
that
queen
too,
right
but
now.
go ahead.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
I know that
Wait,
you.
shouldn't her Andrew's gonna be Baptist then?
No,
No, what I bring to the
Go
table,
ahead.
I feel like I bring everything to the table. Not the table.
Yeah, the table.
No, not the table. I was gonna elaborate. So for me, I feel like I bring intellect. I feel like I bring nurturing. I feel like I bring compassion. I feel like I bring respect. I feel like I bring loyalty. And when I say everything, I mean I want to bring out the best in myself so I can be the best for my man. And then in return, I can only expect that in return. That's everything. Like being everything to each other and just working on it and not being toxic. I don't bring nothing toxic to the table because I don't want to no reciprocated toxic energy.
That's great.
I have one question that don't even need an answer, and then you can do your thing.
Yeah.
But do we all agree that submission has a bad name right now? There's nothing wrong with
Only
it, but it has
for
a bad name.
people, women that are combative, they have a negative mindset. I don't feel like being submissive is wrong. If a man's role is to be able to lead you or help you or uplift you or somebody to help you like thrive or whatever it is, why would you not want that? Being submissive, if you gotta be combative and aggressive about a man wanting you to build or to grow or to whatever, then it's just that's
Let's toast to that, and then I want to hear your last word.
That sounds like the feminist movement.
So what did you want to say, brother?
I just wanted to take it back to loyalty, you know, and saying that like we all make mistakes, right? Nobody's perfect, and so if you make a mistake and your person is still there when you get back, that's loyalty. You know, love can fade away, but having someone that's loyal, that's gonna be there for you, so that you guys can grow together. Like you said, the eagerness to grow. It's kind of like underneath the same umbrella right there. It's like you might cheat on her or whatever, or she might cheat on you. If you truly love this person, or if you're loyal with this person, then you guys might find a way to work that out
For sure.
and move forward. Maybe you won't do it again because you feel a certain type of way now. Yeah, so being loyal is important.
I just want to put down for the records, I've been married 26 years with no problems. So don't let the podcast start with
I want to say to you, shouts out to all you guys. Thank you, Niche. You the man. Shouts out to your client over there. Appreciate you be patient. And don't ever throw nothing at me again. Try to tell me it's just like that. But it's been joyful. I probably won't see this again. I'll probably be back with the clippers, the ones and the twos. My dude is gonna be with the ink. Got Rock with the movies. She got the whole thing going. The hair. She's gonna be doing some hair, showing you guys some stuff. And my guy, he's about to bring some shirts through and show you what he
Y'all support
Let's get real,
our
y'all.
clothing
Yep.
companies,
Yeah.
Fashion.
All right.
Support our clothing.
Yep, clap it up, though. Had a good time.
All I'm saying, something's coming, it's a plan.